4:30, I will call the meeting, the November 19th Public Safety Meeting to order. Declaring quorum present, we have myself, trustee Hess, trustee Zerflu, President Mansell, Administrator Martinson, and Chief Lease. Chief Abbott is unable to attend today, but he did provide his report, so we appreciate that. Can I have a motion to approve the November 19th meeting agenda and the October 22nd meeting minutes?
So moved.
Moved by Hess. I'll second. Any additional discussion on the agenda or the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Chairperson comments, I have none. I will defer my chairperson comment time to later. Trustee Hess has an update on ordinance 4, which covers the police department. So I'll ask him to do a brief update on that once we get down to new business. Any public comment on agenda items? I'm seeing no public on the web and none in the room. Fire department, general update. Chief, you want to go over your report?
Sure. All right, held our monthly department meeting. The Athletic Association held a chili feed to raise money for Christmas baskets. We raised $800, which is about 16 baskets. So that'll be good. Worked out really well. Attended the village board meeting. Still working with SNR on the quotes. Received one more application for possible membership that we still have to interview and go through that whole process, but we received an application. All these grants we're still waiting to hear back on. Vehicle outlay was presented to the committee of the whole. Still waiting on that EMS grant from Captain Mansell. Public safety, fire contracts are in the works. Just waiting basically just to get them back.
How did they go?
Yeah, so far, but I'm just waiting to hear back from Cranmore and Seneca. But usually they'll okay them in November.
Okay, so you're anticipating them being
Yeah.
approved? Okay, thank you.
We will attend the village tree lighting like we did last year. And then we attended trunk or treat on October 26th, and tonight we have a big training we're hosting with Saratoga, Coosa Township, Wood County Sheriff's Department, Port PD, and Grand Rapids Fire Department, doing a lost hunter in the woods. So people are bringing their drones, but kind of getting everybody together to kind of go through a big scenario, I guess you'd say. See our call volume for the month of November, which was a nice break for once. I missed the one that we just had. Nothing's really changed on any of the vehicles. All that's the same. And that's it. Any questions?
Any questions for Chief?
No, thank you.
Any updates to budget? I left this on here too in case there was something that came up, some items that changed. Nothing discussed about the budget since it was submitted? I don't believe so.
No, I met with Chief and we had a couple of invoices coming in, so everything is right on track for projections for the rest of the year and moving forward with the budgets for 2026. I think, but he kind of highlighted on, I think, in January, he'll bring his capital plan. We can have that on the discussion. Capital plan.
Budget's okay with you?
Yep.
You're the guy that's gonna put his name on it.
Sure am.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions for Chief Lees? Thank you, appreciate it. Moving on. The police chief report, Chief Abbott is unable to attend today. He did provide it. I'll read it real quick. Continuing with school zones and 5-ton weight restrictions on Port and Seneca Road, along with speeding infractions. Budget time is winding down, should be finalized soon. Ben, are we on track with?
Yep, I met with him on Monday and we've got a couple items, remember that light bar and a few things that he discussed through the budget process that are ordered and so we're on target to finish up 2025 and then start 2026.
Perfect. Have been working on the village regarding the public nuisance ordinance, working with administrator and property owners. As we close in on holiday and winter season, the PD will working families to get them resources they need as this time of year is hard. Squad conditions are there. Squad 1 is due to be replaced next year or the year following. Depending on how budgets go, there's your enforcements.
Where is
Anything,
he?
He sent me an email this afternoon that he was in the hospital taking care of something that happened to him last night, so.
You should have let the chairman know.
regardless, I knew when I got here, so. Budget discussion, you said we're all good for 25 and 26 hasn't changed since submitted.
Yeah, everything's good.
Perfect. Old business.
I do have one question on the police.
Yep.
Just clarifying, what is the overnight street parking? What does the ordinance say?
November first, you can't do it.
First of March 31st, right?
31st.
You can't be on a street anywhere.
Overnight parking.
Overnight.
Six, I think it ends at about 6 a.m. in the morning.
It's like 10 PM to 6 AM or something like that.
Okay, just curious what the ordinance was. Thank you.
And there is another, this is probably public works thing too, snow emergencies. That supersedes the overnight parking ordinance. So if snow emergency is issued, that's no overnight parking, that's no parking anywhere, correct?
Correct. The snow emergency, you cannot park in streets during whatever hours we decide the snow emergency is for.
On Verboker Avenue. South side of the road, the big truck is sitting there because he can't get it in his driveway because his motorhomes are, his motor, what do you call it, mobile home. How long are we gonna let him park there?
I know the chief was gonna go and be doing letters here.
Pardon?
The chief said he's gonna be doing letters here in the next week or so. And we used to always do it, hand out the letters underneath
Yeah.
them.
I mean, why have an ordinance if somebody's gonna be parked there all the time?
Third. I know he did have 3 or 4 phone calls from different residents, that he had passed on to me that needed extra time.
I only say that because being a retired chief, I get the complaints on it.
And that's.
It's kind of hard to ever see anybody next door. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, we'll consider that old business. New business, I would like trustee Hess to give a brief update on where they're sitting with chapter 4 in PLP.
Okay, thank you. We are going to be reviewing, discussing chapter 4 of the police department ordinance. The only suggested change that is coming up is 4.04 mutual assistance. I will read it. It states currently, in accordance with state statute 66.1019 subsection 1 and 66.0513 Wisconsin statutes and policies established by the village board, the chief of police may respond to requests for police personnel from Wood County or any municipality or town with said county and may request said jurisdiction to provide police personnel to the village. The state statute referenced in the current ordinance 66.1019 references a housing code statute, not a mutual aid statute. I think the correct statute needs to read 66.0313, which is law enforcement mutual assistance. The current statute 66.1019 is housing codes to conform to state law. So I think that correction will be suggested in the PLP committee tonight.
Okay, everything else, language
Everything
wise,
else look
looks
good.
good.
So just for information.
And that will be brought back to public safety next month. I believe, is that what we talked about?
Yeah, I'll have it on the agenda and have that included in your packet next
Okay.
month.
Sounds good. Okay, anyone receive any, or, any other new business? Any correspondence received from anyone?
One thing I would like to add, Mr. Chairman, is, well, depends if you have a December meeting, but in January, I'll have a complete, review of all the ambulance contracts, from Wisconsin Rapids, from the surrounding communities, who signed, where everything's at. So, I've talked to most of the towns. Everybody's kind of finalizing some things, so I'll try to have that in report data back to you.
And you said there's 2 townships we were still waiting on that were up in the air, or?
Yeah, a lot of people have, town meetings in the next week or two, town of Port Edwards and other locals that they're gonna be voting on this.
Sounds good. We'll put that on the agenda. You said you want that for December, or if we don't have December, just put it on somewhere.
January is probably better,
Yeah.
because depending when people's board meetings are gonna be.
Okay.
And I'd like to talk to Saratoga and get where they're gonna be at.
Okay.
Get back to you guys.
We'll plan on having that as a discussion for January 26th board meeting,
Right, thank you.
or committee meeting, excuse me.
So you're gonna have a meeting or not a meeting?
We will see what the calendar looks like.
I would just suggest that you put it on there because we did that with Public Works and Ben's gonna let me know the Friday before the meeting,
Okay.
whether we need it. We got plenty of time.
You planning on going third week? Well, that's obviously next agenda, but you going third week?
Yeah.
Okay. At 4 o'clock?
You can go the fourth week.
No, I really don't feel like going fourth.
Christmas Eve, you can have Santa Claus. Yeah, we're at 4 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, we'll shoot for that date as well and leave it on the calendar, and if there's nothing. This was kind of a short turnaround between last month's meeting and this month. It was 3 weeks simply because of the way the calendar sat with Thanksgiving, so.
December 17th would be the date at 4:30.
Okay.
Public Works is going December 17th at 4 o'clock. This is a tentative
Maybe.
time, tentative time.
Okay. Agenda items for next meeting, we're gonna talk about those other couple of things in January, most likely, so pretty standard. Oh, excuse me, we will talk about chapter 4 on the agenda for next. Thank you, Rick, appreciate that. Next meeting date will be scheduled at 12/17/25 at 4:30 PM. I will give as much notice as possible if we decide to cancel. Any additional items? Hearing none, I will declare the meeting adjourned at 4:41. Thank you all.